You're traveling into a foreign country. You cannot speak the local language there and you're completely lost. And no one can understand you either. How would that make you feel? Isolated, lonely, or even confused? But luckily, an elderly woman came to you, notices your confusion. She doesn't speak your language either, but she smiles, points at your map, and giving you hand gestures, and suddenly, you understand. At that very moment will you realize something so profound. That language is not just about words, it's about connection. Hi everyone, I'm Naila Putri. I'm from the State Senior High School in Tangerang, and I stand here for you all to deliver a speech about the power of language and connecting cultures. Since the beginning of time, communication has been existed in various forms. Long before written alphabet or even long before spoken words, our ancestors communicated with cave paintings, symbols, or even facial expressions. And what about today? Today, babies communicated long before they could speak, using gestures, cries, or even facial expressions. And what about those who cannot speak? Sign language proves that words are not the only way to convey meaning. But the interesting thing is, language is not just about survival. Language shapes history. For example, take Indonesia. Before 1928, Indonesia was divided into different ethnic groups, each with its own language. But then came Sumpah Pemuda, a declaration which united the nation under one language, which is Bahasa Indonesia. And in 1945, finally, Indonesia is able to proclaim its freedom. It is throughout language that Indonesia is able to proclaim its freedom. Now, let's think globally. There are over 7,000 languages spoken today, but many are at risk of disappearing. Because when a language vanishes, we don't just lose words, we will lose stories, traditions, and unique perspectives on life. Even today, language has continuously evolved. For example, social media has its own kind of language now. Emojis, hashtags, abbreviations, those languages allows us to express our emotion instantly across cultures. Imagine a world without emojis. How else could we clarify sarcasm or excitement in just a single text? Now, this proves that language continuously adapts and always finds new ways to connect us, no matter the medium. Language is also power. It shapes ideas, spreads knowledge, and gives voices to those who might otherwise be unheard. It allows culture to share their tradition, their wisdom, or even their dreams. Imagine a world without language. There's no books, no stories, and no speeches that inspire movements. Then how would we express love, negotiate peace, or even fight for justice? That is why learning and respecting language is so important, be it through writing, speaking, or even just understanding the body language. Because every effort we make to understand another person's behavior or another person's language is an act of respect and connection. So, why not start today? Maybe try to learn a new simple greeting in a new language, or even just respecting the diversity around you. And most importantly, see language as more than just words. See it as a way to connect us all. Because in the end, language is not just about communication. It is the key to peace, unity, and understanding. Thank you.